I know everything. How do you run a petting zoo? There is no limit to my knowledge, so I can definitely tell you how to run a petting zoo. Everyone wakes up in the morning on Friday and asks themselves, why can't I run a petting zoo? Well, guess what? You, too, can run a petting zoo. Number 1, you need to make sure you're advertising to the correct customer base. That is adults age 55 to 70. Now, you may be wondering, I thought there was that thing with kids loving to be at petting zoos. No. That trope with little kids going, can I pet the cougar? Can I pet the cougar? That's utter falsehood. It is not true at all. The target customer is cat ladies. And what do cat ladies like? They like cats. Number 2, getting your animals. Now, what you're going to need is cats. So, about 15 lions. And also a sheep and an iguana. Now, the reason for getting a sheep is it's kind of a staple for petting zoos. You know, with people getting terrified or horrified of the iguanas, you're going to need a sheep for in case they're scaredy cat. Sheep are obviously stupid, and that's what makes them cute. They are a go-to. You've got to have at least one sheep. Maybe more. You can keep the animals in your backyard until you have enough space. And if it comes down to it, if you need to, you can feed the herbivores to the carnivores. And that way you save on feed supplies. Which is why I was mentioning possibly getting multiple sheep. Which leads us to number 3, renting your space. You're going to need a space in which to house these animals. Now, a lot of people rent at a fair. This is a terrible idea because the fair is only open like 1 week out of the entire year. And what about your poor customer base? The poor cat ladies? What cats are they going to pet? Their own little tiny house cats at home? No, they need real cats. They need your lions. You've got to be open all year round. The best place to choose is a strip mall. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about the pet stores? That's obvious competition. Let me just tell you something. Pet stores and petting zoos are different in one significant aspect. When you pet the animals at a pet store, you get judged. At a petting zoo, your petting is judgment-free. It looks like an obvious choice to me. You're not going to have to worry about competition. What you are going to have to worry about is number 4, restocking. By this time, your lions will probably have eaten 1 or 2 of each other and or the sheep and iguana. So you're going to have to buy some replacements, which is actually surprisingly cheap. The best part is that when you're having your animals eat each other, you actually manage to boost your services quite a bit. In fact, I knew a lady, I think she was in Boston. It was a long time ago. She had a petting zoo, and a lot of her animals ended up eating each other because she forgot to feed them one day. And it was a big hype. There was just newspaper articles, people calling her out. It was incredible. She made so much money. And you can too with your new petting zoo. You are welcome.